Let's go.
Welcome back to Shenanigans. I guess this is gonna be the start of season 2. When I upload the episodes, it says season and episode number. I've been putting season 1, episode whatever. So I guess season 1 ended with episode 32 because I was gonna be like, I'm gonna make season 2 when the NFL season starts. The NFL season starts. So season 2 of Shenanigans is here.
Yeah, any OGs out there that have heard any of our episodes at all, congrats! You're here for the second coming. I don't know. Nobody.
Yes.
Doesn't matter, but that's fun. I like to.
Bets
I
are
like
coming
to
back.
get going.
Bets are coming back, but I don't have any for today's game.
Bets? You don't have a.
Nope, I don't have any bets for Monday's game.
Bro, my aunt made like $500 on a fucking parlay, and I'm like, I could totally use some money right now if I could do that. So I might try to bet on something coming up soon. I feel like I'd be better at doing NFL than like MMA stuff, because I always suck at predicting MMA stuff for some reason, even though it's my favorite sport.
I feel that a lot of MMA stuff that I see is like predicting significant strikes over or under.
Yeah, I would more like
do
like finishes or not, or I don't know.
I feel what you mean.
Or the winner.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But speaking of winner, let's talk about a few guys who just got their some big contracts, getting a bag before the season started. The first one in order of the ones we have written down was Pat Surtain. He just got his deal for 4 years, $96 million. I love Surtain. Oh, yeah, probably if not the best, second best corner in the league.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's the best.
But pretty much right after he signed that deal, a day or so later, Jalen Ramsey got an extension with the Dolphins for $72 million for 3 years. And now he's the highest paid corner ever, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff.
Oh my gosh. And, I don't think he's in his prime anymore, but he's still pretty good.
He was alright still. And then the last contract to talk about, the extension, got done like right before the game as well. Dak Prescott, 4 years, $240 million.
I know.
And like a lot guaranteed. So he really got Jerry. I don't know why Jerry decided to wait to empty his pockets.
I don't know why either. I heard that on the broadcast. I didn't even hear the news like on Instagram or anything. Like I was just watching the game and it said just moments before the game starts or something. Blah blah blah. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I saw it on like a little box at the bottom of the screen, like a little news section, and I was like, wait, what? Okay, cool. But
what, were they in the fucking stadium and then they were like he signed the contract and then went and suited up?
I don't know. Dak could have been like, "Hey, I ain't playing today. Give me a contract or else."
That's funny.
You'd have to put out Trey Lance or some shit, but I don't know. Let's start. Let's look at the first week of football, bro. Starting on September 5th, which was my birthday. The Chiefs and the Ravens played. Before this game, I had the Chiefs. Who'd you have?
I also had the Chiefs.
Oh yeah. I like how they look, man. They looked, if you compared them to a lot of the other teams, they looked more ready in week 1, I'd say, than a lot of teams.
I agree. I think the Ravens look nice too. Honestly, I mean, they made a bunch of mistakes like they did in the AFC Championship game again, but like the mistakes are fixable. At least these mistakes happened in a week 1 game and not an AFC Championship game.
These are average early season Ravens shenanigans, man. Like
I know, but oh my gosh, dude, drop catches, the toe thing, the fucking 2 missed wide open wide receivers in the end zone before the toe thing.
They quit using Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Like they used him 5 times, and then after like the first drive, they didn't use him again.
Their defense looks nice.
Yeah, I didn't see Nate Wiggins on the screen very much, but that's that means no one's throwing to him pretty much. So that's good. Um, Kyle Hamilton is like probably my favorite defensive player on their defense. Roquan Smith got an interception on Mahomes.
That was a good.
And
That was a good pick. I watched. I love that.
he talks too much though. Like you ruin, you give him locker room material and all that shit. Whenever you go up there, I saw one thing where he was like, "Oh yeah, the Chiefs are you just take away the run and then make them one dimensional." Like, yeah, good luck fucking doing that. Matter of
um,
fact, let me see. I don't think they took the run away at all in this game.
no, I actually won a bet because I bet like I didn't win the entire parlay, but it was like a thing where I still win if I got like 3 out of 4 or whatever. And Pacheco got me a touchdown. Pacheco won me money.
Yeah, Pacheco might be a little scared right now because he's got this dude Carson Steele, undrafted rookie. I was talking about him a few episodes ago. I forgot his name though,
Oh yeah, the
and
guy who got fucking like a
pocket
nine
mouth.
yard loss as soon as he got the ball handed to him for a run.
But they were also showing him on the screen like he had a crocodile growing up named Crocky J or something like that. You didn't see that?
I did, but Pacheco's starting spot is pretty safe, I'd say.
Eh, he's an okay player in my opinion. I mean, there's better running backs, but for what like seventh rounder, it's pretty good value. Moving on from that game though, Xavier Worthy's pretty good. I have him on fantasy. That's about it. Kelsey didn't do much.
Yeah, Xavier
Yeah.
Worthy had a really good rookie debut.
Oh, they spam Zay Flowers though on the Ravens. I didn't realize that they were going to be doing it like that. They've really spammed him.
Yeah, they
Um,
have nobody else to spam. Except for maybe Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews, but Mark Andrews is getting like double, triple teamed.
Mark Andrews just got in like a car crash like a week or so ago. So I'm not surprised his workload was small. Um, Moving on though, for real this time, Packers Eagles. So this game, we're gonna introduce a new part of the show during the NFL season. We're gonna bet one game each week, head to head, that we disagree on, and we're gonna see who gets the point for that week until the end of the season. See who has the most points. For this game, I picked Eagles. He picked Packers, and the Eagles win it 34-29. So
Yup.
I'm up 1-0. Let's take a look at this game and see what was interesting besides the obvious ending. That was unfortunate. The Eagles looked like dog shit to start off. It was
Yeah,
pretty
but then
funny.
they started putting it together and shit. Saquon Barkley had 3 touchdowns. Devontae Smith had a
Dude,
decent little game.
I had my girlfriend draft Saquon on her fantasy team, and the first time they gave him the ball, it was like a backwards 5 yard negative. Like he slipped. It was funny. I don't know. I laughed my ass off watching that. She looked at me like, "Are you fucking serious?" Um,
Yeah, but she took that back after he got her fucking 33 points.
yeah, I know, right? He went pretty crazy. Jahan Dotson didn't do anything. I'm pretty sure. Yep, 0 catches, zero. Hmm. I'm pretty sure they said they were gonna try to make him like a highlight of the offense. So
Really?
that was a lie.
Well, it's only the first game, but yeah. I don't know,
I mean,
man. You got Jordan Love tearing or not tearing, he sprained his MCL and got a high ankle
yeah,
sprain.
3 to 6 weeks.
Yep, so he'll come back in the season, but the Packers will have Malik Willis to rely on.
Did you see them fuck up the tush push like 3 times?
Yes.
Sucks, bro. Kelsey gone, Donald's gone. It feels like me and my girlfriend have like the same thing going on. I don't
Jared
know, man.
Verse,
Well,
it looked nice though.
Jared versus talk about that game might as well. That game is pissing me off though. We I watched the second half highlights last night. We had the chance to win that game like 3 times, even
Yeah,
though we came back 17-3.
I watched that entire game.
Dude, the Jordan
Man,
Jazz left tackle. Huh?
I said, man, y'all fucking did kind of lose it for yourself, and then in overtime, fucking, like, I don't even know what the hell happened. I mean, they got the ball first and then scored, but still, y'all's defense didn't really work out.
We have no linebackers, and we did drop Jared Verse back into coverage. I'm pretty sure a few times because there was one play with David Montgomery where Verse was like out in the second level, and then like dropped the shoulder on Montgomery, and he didn't fucking move, which was cool because like he's really strong and it stands out, which I think is awesome. The probably like the closest thing you could get to mimicking Donald's physicality in the rookie in the draft. You know what I mean? Braden Fisk didn't look as good as I wanted him to, and Blake Corum did nothing.
They didn't.
Blake did nothing.
Y'all literally didn't play him at all.
He was in pads. Like why?
Why
I
didn't
don't
y'all
know.
play him?
Ronnie Rivers is goated, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, I'm glad I fucking like bet the under on him for receiving yards because he didn't play.
Puka got hurt in this game. And I have a coworker who's trying to tell me that it's an MCL or an ACL, and I'm like, I don't think so, man. He had like a fucking knee bruise or something like that coming into the year, and then he didn't like his knee didn't get jammed or anything on the route. It was like a slant that he dove for, kind of, and then it looked like he fell on the right knee a little bit and probably bumped it. And if he's got an injured knee and it bumps it too like hard or whatever, I'm not surprised. But um, then we instead of having Jordan Whittington come out and like start getting reps and whatever, we had some guy named Tyler Johnson out there who's barely played over his like 4-year career. He's got like a couple receptions, but he got 5 for 79 yards this game. Apparently, he's gonna be our fast fucking fourth receiver guy or returner. Never heard of this dude ever, but he stuck out with number 18 out there on the field. I'm like, who is that? But yeah, so
Puka's considered week to week.
yeah, I mean, let him rest. I don't, but I really don't want it to be an ACL. I mean, like, give him a few weeks. Cup's fucking great right now. Colby Parkinson for the Rams
The
looked
worry
good.
is a possible meniscus tear for Puka.
Great, fucking great. But Stafford threw an interception, one of the most Staffordy interceptions you'll see, and then Goff threw one as well. But it was like a hustle play by Josh Johnson the third, or John Johnson. I can't. Is it Josh or John or? It's like
Johnson.
we have so many safeties. I actually forget that this dude's on the fucking team. John Johnson, yeah.
Well, his name's Johnson.
What did Jared Verse do? 10 tackles. He had a sack. Jared
Yes, he
did
had a
have a
sack.
sack, but it was like a gimmicky sack. It was like at the end of the game
He has a last
or at the end of the half.
It was
What's
no, it was 10 the first half. You're right. I remember that because I was like, Aiden Hutchinson, where's my sack? And then Aiden Hutchinson gave me my sack later.
Dude, Stafford like swerved under a few sacks from Hutchinson. It was so weird. He like just ducked under at Hutchinson.
Yeah, I know. Hutchinson, like, there was a stat. He, like, put the pressure on him all night, even though he only got one sack.
Because we got our fucking backup left tackle from like the corner store around the way. It's like I have no idea who that guy was. Someone from Michigan State, I heard though. So
Well, of course,
Michigan
some
guy.
Michigan guy's gonna fucking beat a Michigan State guy. No shit.
Yeah. For Cowboys Browns, y'all look decent. Y'all played how you should have played with no pressure because the Browns can't score shit.
Yeah, we played pretty well. Their defense, we fucking did a good job. Myles Garrett didn't do shit. We were passing all over them. We were running all over them. We were doing everything.
What did you pay attention to Tom Brady commentary at all?
Tom Brady commentary, I thought it was horrible. I didn't even recognize him at first.
Yeah, I listened to his podcast he had with Larry Fitzgerald for a while, and then they kind of stopped doing it because I don't think Tom likes to do that shit. I don't know why he's doing it. I think he just realized how much money he could make, and he's like, I can't not do that for that
Probably
much money.
exactly what he thought.
Yeah, I don't. It probably wasn't even his idea. Someone probably threw that at him. But yeah, Tom Brady. It would have been cooler if there was a better game for him to analyze or whatever. But Deshaun Watson further proving that I think Jameis will. They'll probably bench Deshaun. What's the over? What should be the over under? Week 4, week 5.
I don't know. They'll probably start him forever.
I don't think
It's the
so.
Browns. I don't know, man. I don't
I
know,
think
but
Jameis is coming out eventually.
I don't think it'll be Jameis that takes over his
Dude,
spot.
I don't think they can win with Dorian Thompson Robinson though. Like they saw, I think
Yeah,
they
but are
played
they gonna
him
win with
last
fucking
year.
Jameis Winston either?
Well, the Saints were good with Jameis Winston with Sean Payton and
Oh,
fucking
for
what's his
for
name did the
4
same thing
fucking
with Joe
games
Flacco.
before he got injured, so he had no fucking. That's the only sample size is 4 games. You can't really say much out of that.
Okay, but like, what's his Stefanski did the same thing for Flacco. I don't get why he couldn't do it for Winston.
Yeah, but Flacco like immediately flared out in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking fine. If they get to the playoffs with Jameis Winston, that's a W. I don't. What are they gonna do? They're not gonna win the Super Bowl with either of their quarterbacks.
No,
But
but
I think they
that's
have
what
a
they've
better
been
chance to
trying to
win with
do.
Jameis.
So
I mean, they're not gonna get fucking close with Deshaun.
no, they're not.
He's
I'm just saying they're
yeah.
they're they're done.
Dorian Thompson Robinson has like no fucking experience, and Deshaun's toast. So I just think let's see Jameis, huh? But
I don't know. Robinson's their best bet.
Zeke was back, but
Yeah,
moving
Zeke
on to
did
the
pretty
game.
good.
Hell yeah. The Commanders Buccaneers. That's a game I was excited for. That I was really excited to see Jaden Daniels. Obviously, he's
Jaden
been my guy.
Daniels.
Like off what?
Jaden Daniels had the best rookie game of all the quarterbacks who played.
He did. He had like 80 rushing yards or something like that, almost 100 or something. I don't know. It was like the most
Yeah, 2 rushing
rushing
touchdowns.
by a rookie or something like that. It was a record breaking. And it was gimmicky offenses like Madden, like just screens and behind the like his first pass was like a negative 20-yard fumble to Brian Robinson that I threw behind him. It was funny. Same vibe as the Saquon thing. I was just laughing. My girlfriend had him on fantasy also.
Yeah,
But
man, Washington, they don't look too good, but they look like they could improve on a lot of things. Like, they look like they're building well, and Jaden Daniels looks really good.
Dan Quinn is not it. The defense did not improve, and
Well,
the
yeah,
offensive plays are not good.
he's the head coach, not the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to
This
improve the
happened in
defense.
Atlanta.
Okay, so what was his fucking point of being in Atlanta?
I don't fucking know. To build a team to go to the Super Bowl and try to win, and he did go to the Super Bowl, but he did not win the Super Bowl. I mean, to be fair, he had one of the best offenses, and then their defense was lackluster. But he's known for when he's a defensive coordinator. He's known for Legion of Boom and how good the Cowboys' offenses or defense has been.
Okay, so why? So he's just gonna the defense is just gonna suck, and they're gonna love Dan Quinn. I don't understand.
I don't know. They're gonna
I don't.
fire him in like a year or two, probably.
Yeah, I think Daniels is it though. Like if they can,
Yeah,
the dude from the
Daniels is.
Lions was supposed to be the Commanders coach, but he backed out.
Yeah, I saw that. Daniels is good.
Buccaneers look good. Baker was
Oh yeah, the
diamond
Bucks look really good.
dealing. Yeah, and they got a rookie running back named Bucky Irving, who had twice the fucking production of Rashad White on half the carries.
I kind of had a feeling of that. I had a feeling like they drafted Bucky Irving to kind of take over. Bucky Irving in college was really, really good.
Well, that's good.
Played for
I'm sick of
Oregon.
Rashad White. He's almost unwatchable, except in the passing game, I guess. For some reason, he gets like 15 yards on a screen every time. Uh, but like again, they got the Rams offensive coordinator Liam Cohen, so they make dumb decisions. That guy sucked for us that year. Uh, Moving on, Raiders Chargers. Harbaugh, your boy, he got himself a W, 22-10 versus Raiders. Antonio Pierce seems like a very bad coach. What do you think?
Yeah. Antonio Pierce did not coach his best game. They loaded it off to Zamir White. Zamir White played a bad game. Um, Gardner played a Gardner type of game. Um,
Muir looked better than I thought he would. I'll give him credit, like running the ball, but then he fumbled it.
their defense looked good in the first half, and then boom, like they just unloaded on them, like on the run.
Well, like,
They ran, dude. They ran 27 times. That's how many times they ran the ball.
isn't that also J.K. Dobbins' number?
Yep, it is.
Huh.
J.K.
So
Dobbins.
speaking of that, J.K. Dobbins is back.
Yeah, I was about to say J.K. Dobbins has had a great game. He hasn't been healthy for years, but when he was healthy, he was pretty good. But um, looks like
Fuck with him.
I told you Harbaugh can make a fucking crazy run game. You're like, man, out of Dobbins and Gus Edwards, and I'm like, it's only one game.
Okay, but he still used Edwards an unreasonable amount of times. When like we all know Edwards is not that good.
Okay, I know, but still. Dobbins had a
Yeah.
great fucking game, one touchdown, but he had 10 carries for 135 yards.
Jesus.
Yeah, Herbert had Herbert went 17 for 26, 144 yards and a touchdown. The
To
touchdown was
Lad
because
McConkey.
yep, Lad McConkey, who had 5 receptions for 39 yards.
Did you
So
see the
Quentin Johnston had 3 receptions for 38 yards.
the Lad McConkey touchdown?
I did.
Dude, he's swifty, man. He's sneaky athletic, you know?
hmm Lad
But
McConkey, he's good. I like Hurst at tight end for them. I like their running back. I like J.K. Dobbins if he can stay healthy. Gus Edwards is not a bad backup. Quentin Johnston's if he can get back on track. Like this game is not the best the Chargers could have done, but it shows that the Chargers can improve, and their defense has improved 100%. Their defense looked really good this game. Jesse Minter.
I watched Christian Wilkins put Joe Alt on his fucking face. That shit was funny, like face down, ass up in the air. Fucking Joe Alt booty in the fucking wind. It was really funny looking. And so I mean I don't know, I didn't see too many of his other reps because like it was literally just the first time I was like, let's look at Joe Alt, and then he just fucking just like right on his face. What else happened? They got in a fucking huge fight. Somebody on the Raiders defense and then Josh Palmer, they got in a big fight and got ejected.
Damn.
Probably because they realized that the Chargers had their signs. But what else? Was there anything else in this game? Where the fuck? Brock Bowers, good.
That's
Michael
not
Mayer
illegal.
still
That's
used.
not illegal in the NFL though. Because
Bro,
they don't do
it's like felony.
because they don't do that in the NFL. In the NFL they fucking have microphones in the helmet.
Well, they still cover their mouths and shit when they're talking to commands and stuff, you know?
Well, duh. That's how you hide it. That's the best way to do it because then you have I mean, of course, there's still signals and shit, but for the most part, it's through
Let
the
it near
helmet.
my lips. I'll say fuck you and the camera's looking at me. Oh man. Chargers. I
Yep.
can't think of anything else that interesting that happened in that game really. Except Antonio Pierce elected to not go for a field goal or a conversion on like a 4th and 1. in the Chargers 30, which was weird. Weird decision, kind of a Sean McVay playoff type of decision.
Yeah.
Um,
Broncos
the
Seahawks was
next,
a boring fucking game.
I mean, I liked seeing Bo Nix. He was better than I thought he'd be, mostly because Caleb had like the worst quarterback performance. So when Bo was actually like completing passes, I was like, "Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice." And he was running.
I don't think Caleb had the worst quarterback performance. I thought it was Bo.
Bo had 2 picks, but also like, how many yards did he have? Let's see.
138.
138. What about rushing? 35.
35 and a
Man,
touchdown. That touchdown was cool. I saw that.
that
He
boy can run
he
though.
went
Like
like he was sucking until the fucking like final 2 drives or something. Then he started charging. He started going off.
we know his type of fucking play. Like it's quick, accurate. Well, not always accurate because one of those interceptions was into triple coverage, which was hilarious. Did you by any chance see the clip where the announcer went, "Oh no," before he threw the pass?
No, it didn't.
Dude, it was great.
I
It
like the
was like,
Seahawks
"Oh, next
uniforms.
time." Yeah, they're good. They're good. Gino makes him look stupid though. I don't like Gino. He looks like a crackhead, kind of like his eyes have like that weird hue around them where he looks like he's been addicted to something for a long time, or he's tired as fuck or something. I don't know. Gino just looks not healthy.
Kenneth Walker, 20 carries for 103 yards and a touchdown.
We Bo Nix needs to be on a team like, well, not a team like the Niners, but he needs players like that have yard after catch ability. You know what I mean? Like he's got Cortland Sutton. All of his receivers are like possession guys. So it's up to fucking Bo and his offensive line to like have time and throw open the receiver or hit the right spot in a quick window. Because it's not like he's got speedy guys that are getting open often, or like he's got a fucking DK Metcalf who could like jump up and fight for a ball. He's got like Cortland Sutton and Troy Franklin who wasn't even playing. Who else? Yeah, like Javonte Williams, 8 for 23, coming off of a fucking ACL, or still coming. Or that's 2 years now, but still, like, I don't have hope Javonte will be very good. But I
Yeah.
liked what I saw out of Bo. Like Caleb, I think Caleb struggled more. But what else?
Yeah, the Jags and Dolphins, that was a fun game it was kind of fun and boring at the same time. Like,
Tyreek got arrested before it.
yep, I was about to mention that, for no reason. Or they haven't stated the reason, and even if they haven't stated the
Oh, it was
reason,
like speeding.
there's
He
still
was
no,
speeding.
there was no reason for them to have him on the ground like that. Even
Yeah,
if,
no, there wasn't. And there's also like a video somewhere, I think, of someone like hitting him or some shit like that while he's down. And so there's now a guy, like one of the guys that was arresting him is on like administrative leave, which is good, good for Tyreek. And he still played. I was kind of worried about it because everyone was like, okay, so I'm gonna talk shit real quick because you remember that one friend of mine that sent your buddy a trade request that was really stupid.
yes.
He tried to trade for Tyreek Hill with DeAndre Hopkins because in his mind, yeah, in his mind, uh, Tyreek, he didn't know why Tyreek got pulled over and arrested, so he was like, "We don't know how long Tyreek could be out. He could be arrested the whole year or some shit." And I was like, and DeAndre Hopkins could be coming back off his injury soon. And I was like, dude,
DeAndre Hopkins
no
is
fucking
playing
way.
on an injury.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. It's kind of sad for Hopkins, honestly. Not to talk about the Tech Titans game yet, but it's kind of like in a hell situation there. For like, he's nowhere to go or nothing, unless they trade him maybe. But
Yep.
sticking to the Jags and Dolphins right now. I'm looking at the box score for the game. Travis Etienne had 12 attempts for 44 yards, and their other running back, Tank Bigsby, had 12 for 73 yards. So same amount, longer, better plays, but I don't know. Etienne's in the
ETN had a
receiving game, and
touchdown.
he had a fumble also.
Oh,
Yeah, he got Justin Holland. I think it's just Justin Holland or Josh Holland or something. Can't remember right now. On the
Brian
Dolphins,
Thomas looked good.
he did. He beat Ramsey and someone else for a touchdown, but it was Javon Holland. That's who punched out the ball on Travis.
Uh, Trevor Lawrence looked kind of how he has been, kind of like just a slightly above average quarterback to like average to above average quarterback.
I'm looking at the Dolphins box score, and in their defense, apparently they have someone named Storm Duck.
Storm Duck sounds awesome, dude. Did
I bet you
Chop
know what college he went
did
to.
Chop play at all?
I didn't. I looked for that. No, I didn't. I didn't see shit. Like I don't think he did anything.
Damn, A-Chain had me a great fantasy game, but I see it was not for his rushing. I see it was definitely more for his receiving.
Yeah, and I had Raheem Mostert who got like 5 points because I guess they re-signed him for to use A Chain more anyway. I
Yeah, I
don't
kind
know.
of had a feeling he wouldn't be too good. I kind of feel like they're gonna use Jalen Wright more and more as the season goes on, and use like a chain and Wright system more than an A chain and Mostert system.
I just don't get like this. That's the problem with free agency being before the draft. Is that like you could have got Jalen Wright and then not re-signed Mostert and just had those two running backs that are young, but now you got Mostert and you pissed me off when I play fantasy. So, uh, yeah, Brian Thomas is legit though. Probably one of the better rookie receivers. Wide away. Tua
Right
sucks
away.
still. I don't. It's really frustrating. My girlfriend thinks he's fucking cute all of a sudden or some shit. So I like to see him get smacked. Maybe he'll get concussed again and he'll look funny on the ground.
Tyreek
Just kidding.
Hill
That's
had a
a
crazy
joke.
game. 7 receptions, 130 yards, and a touchdown. Jalen Waddle 5 receptions, 109 yards. A Chain 7 receptions, 76 yards. Dolphins receivers are at it once again.
Yeah, the Tyreek had a long like 80-yard touchdown after that ETN fumble I was talking about. It was a real momentum changer.
Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to add on to a game from earlier, Cowboys and Browns. The Cowboys had 5 sacks and 2 interceptions that game.
Yeah, versus Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
But another team that had a fuck ton of sacks, the Steelers beat the shit out of the Falcons, even though it was only field goals for them, which is really weird. They only scored field goals, the Steelers. Did you catch any of that game?
Yeah, I did. I watched that game. I didn't realize that Justin Fields was playing. I didn't realize Russell Wilson was out. They did not run Jalen Warren for real that much, which
He's
surprised
hurt
me.
right now.
Oh, that's why. They ran Najee Harris, who didn't have too good of a game, like he usually doesn't have too good of a game. Like he kind of had his own game. Justin Fields played like a little bit better than what he normally would on the Bears because he plays for the Steelers now. Um, you know,
He got the ball to Pickens though. Like Pickens did work for me on my fantasy still.
yeah,
I'm not
Pickens
losing.
did good. Roman Wilson didn't play at all.
He's hurt,
Damn.
I think.
The Falcons did not play well. Their offense, particularly, didn't play well at all. Kirk Cousins,
That's
two
because of T.J. Watt.
interceptions. Bijan Robinson did not have a good game. Algier had 3 carries for 21 yards. He was decent when he touched the ball, but he didn't play much. Ray
Look at their receiving leader. Madden might be onto something, bro.
Ray McLeod 52 yards. Bijan Robinson 43-yard catch. Nice.
Pitts got that touchdown though. I bet he was happy.
Pitts did get a touchdown. That is crazy. London still doing nothing. Mooney, like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, their defense looked a little improved. The Falcons did, but their offense looked like ass.
Shout out Eddie Goldman on the Falcons. He unretired for some reason to come back. Remember he retired and then unretired. But yeah, Steelers offense still looks like shit. I mean, I'm not surprised, but their defense if their defense is just going to be that fucking insane all year, then they might be able to do that. But I think Kirk will bounce back sometime soon. I don't think he'll look that bad all year. I think T.J. Watt's just insane,
Yeah, T.J. Watt
and
had a crazy game.
I don't want to say Bijan might be overrated, but like people really ride his fucking nuts, and it's like I see plays where it's like Brees Hall would have fucking hit the hole there, like he would
I
have
think
took
Jahmyr
off.
Gibbs is better.
Jameer Gibbs,
Yeah.
probably also, yeah, maybe. Bijan's like cool, like he's really like I don't know the word, polarizing, I don't know, or something, or he's flashy, but like he doesn't seem that fast, you know.
Yeah.
Who James Cook, dude, this is not just because I'm talking about fast running backs, but James Cook, like I might as well hop into that game now.
Yeah, I was gonna say might as well.
Dude, the first handoff they gave to him, he looked so fast. I wonder how many. What did he end the day with?
71 yards.
Yeah, but that first one they gave to him was like, holy fucking shit. That was so fast. I don't know, man. It was just crazy. Josh Allen got me a lot of fantasy points with them rushing touchdowns. But he got two of them. Their passing game is just going to be so balanced now on offense.
I was about to
Like,
say it looks really balanced now. Like I predicted this before the season. Remember, with like our hot takes before the season, I said Josh Allen won't have it. Like it's still the beginning of the season, but I said Josh Allen won't have as many turnovers, and the Bills' offense will be better because he will spread the ball around more due to Stephon Diggs not being wide receiver one.
yeah, he didn't have an interception.
Keon
I don't know
Coleman
if he
had a
had
good
fumble.
game. Shakir had a good game. He had a touchdown. James Cook caught some balls. Hollins caught some balls. Knox even
I
caught
got
a
a
ball.
story about Hollins. I had a weird dream.
Kincaid caught one ball, and Knox caught a ball each, so they didn't use their tight ends much.
Yeah, that
Josh
pissed me
Allen
off
ran
because
for
I
two
drafted
touchdowns and
Dalton.
threw for two touchdowns, and he was really accurate, too. Josh Allen had a great game.
I drafted Dalton Kincaid in fantasy. That pissed me off. I'm like, why did y'all draft him in the first round if you're not going to use him for over 2 years? Like, they still haven't used his ass. But I still wonder why they cut Gable Stevenson. It would have been interesting. I don't think they had any big defensive plays because they were playing the almighty MVP candidate Kyler Murray, who still hasn't thrown an interception in game one. So
Yeah, their offense.
we'll see what happens.
Russo on their defense had 3 sacks.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, you didn't remember? I watched that game. He had 3 sacks. He
I
was
didn't.
getting sacks all fucking day. Von Miller had
I
a
didn't
sack
see
too.
sacks. Oh wow, really? I didn't. I don't remember sacks in that game for some reason. I remember a lot of James Conner. He was really. Do you watch him run? James
Yeah.
Conner runs in the most nonchalant way ever, dude. It's like he's not even worried about who's coming at him. He's like, I know where the blockers are going. I'm just gonna follow. And it's
I
kind
was
of, I don't
hoping
know.
for more Trey Benson, and I think we'll probably get more of that throughout the season. Kyler Murray had a good game, rushing, passing, good game. Um, but I gotta say, man, the Cardinals they could have won this game. Marvin Harrison Jr. had 1 reception for 4 yards. That is not his fault. Marvin Harrison Jr. got wide open multiple times, and Murray just did not throw the ball to him. There was one time he was wide open in the end zone, like 40 yards down the field with no one around him, and Murray just didn't look at him at all and fucking threw an incompletion when he could have just been like, oh, a bomb. And I was like, oh my god, what the fuck, man. So they need to build some more chemistry there between them, like the Cardinals. And then at the end of the game, they kind of fucked the Cardinals over, like the refs did, but still, the Cardinals did lose it for themselves. The Cardinals, their defense looks kind of iffy, but their offense looks nice if him and Harrison can get some more, chemistry and actually complete plays.
Yeah, he was getting the ball to Trey McBride though. That was good to see. Big body
And
target like
Dortch.
that. Yeah, I did not. I was getting kind of pissed off seeing him throw to Dortch, and then he threw a fucking touchdown to Michael Wilson for one play. I don't like. I don't know. He's pissing me off today a little bit, and then even like you mentioned, Trey Benson. I wanted to see a little bit of him too. He only was out there for a bit, but they had like they still even using Amari DeMarcado. I remember last year thinking, oh yeah, he'll be a fantasy darling or something. But
Man,
yeah,
I
like
want
so
to
they
talk
might be
about
really
Titans
interested in
and
running
Bears
more.
after this.
Okay, yeah. The only thing I have left to say is that I think the Cardinals are just going to be like heavier running attack this year. So that makes me worried for Marvin's fantasy value.
Yeah, Marvin did not do much, and he was a high fantasy pick. I didn't pick him at all. But getting into the Titans Bears game, Will Levis sucked just enough for the Bears to win. The Bears did nothing on their offense. They had no offensive touchdowns, but they won 24-17 just off of special teams and defense alone. And Will Levis sucking ass. Will Levis gave them the game. 2 interceptions for Will Levis. Threw a touchdown. Only 127 yards, 19 for 32. Tony Pollard had a good game. 16 carries for 82 yards and a touchdown. Pretty good. Spears only had 2 carries and 1 rushing yard, but he had 4 catches for 11 yards. Damn, Spears did not have a good game. That sucks.
Did you see the video
Ridley?
I sent you? I probably sent you of the game losing pick six, where Will Levis like falls to his knees with his hands on his head.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. I watched that game.
Um, what else
Man,
was there? Yeah, there was
um,
like a really good touchdown to Okonkwo, their tight end on the Titans.
yeah, I
Do you remember
seen that.
that
That was
catch?
pretty good. Yeah, I know who Okonkwo was. I watched that play. That was pretty good. Bears offense looked like ass, man. Caleb Williams, 14 for 29, under 50% completion, only 93 yards. He didn't throw an interception. He didn't throw a touchdown. Running, he had 5 carries for 15 yards. DeAndre Swift had 10 carries for 30 yards. So, I mean,
That's not what my fantasy felt like.
shit, man. DJ Moore, 5 catches for 36 yards. Keenan Allen, 4 catches for 29. Odunze, 1 for 11. Odunze did not have a good game. People were shitting on him. Their defense was fucking going off, though, man. Jalen Johnson and Stevenson, my gosh. They were,
So
what the hell is his
only
name?
one
Javon Dexter.
on one of those touchdowns, it was Jonathan Owens. You know, the guy married to Simone Biles, all that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one podcast talking about it, and it was he said like Simone Biles' wife got a touchdown. I thought that was funny. I don't think he meant to say it, but I was cracking up. Um,
That's
Jonathan
funny.
Owens, the biggest name depth pieces you'll ever see.
Yeah, I've got nothing more to say about that game. Let me see here. Texans and Colts was a really good game. I didn't expect it to be as good of a game as I thought. I thought the Texans might just go in there and just win, but it was a really
What
good
I tell you
game.
about that boy Anthony Richardson? What I
Hey,
say?
man, he had me a good fantasy game. Passing, he went 9 for 19, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. But rushing, 6 for 56 and a touchdown, so he's pretty decent, man. He has room to improve, though. Um, Pierce had 3 receptions for 125 yards and a touchdown, and Doolin had that one 54-yard bomb for that touchdown. Pittman and Mitchell did not do much this game. Um,
How much? Oh, Mitchell.
yeah, Donnie Mitchell.
That's because fucking Richardson missed him on 2 wide open
Yeah,
touchdowns. That
I
shit was
seen that.
retarded. That made me mad. Cause like I don't even know how he hit that bomb to Alec Pierce. It makes no sense.
C.J.
Joe Mixon.
Stroud.
What did Joe Mixon have though? He had like 150 or something, right? That's crazy.
He had 30 carries for 160 yards and a touchdown.
Jesus.
Yeah, Mixon was like, I'm not done yet, fuckers. C.J. Stroud had a pretty decent game too, but that was Mixon's game. C.J. Stroud had 24 for 32, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Just further having just a C.J. Stroud type of game where he has a high completion percentage and multiple touchdowns, no interceptions. He had this really cool pass that he completed where he like
Nico,
fell on his knees and then he like threw it as he was falling to his knees or something.
did you see like the crossbody one to Nico? That was like ridiculous.
Yeah, I did. Nico Collins had a good game. Nico Collins shown he's wide receiver 1 on the team. 6 receptions, 117 yards. Tank Dell,
Stroud
good,
might be a
decent.
top 3 quarterback, bruh.
Yeah, he
Like,
might. Stephon Diggs, 6 receptions, 33 yards, but he had 2 of the touchdowns.
yeah, I mean that's probably what Diggs will be good for. Honestly, like I don't think he's in his prime athletically anymore, and like everyone knows about him as a threat. So, but he'll still be like good on on ones and in the red zone probably. Tank Dell, what did Tank Dell do? I don't remember
3
hearing from him
catches
very
for
much.
40 yards.
What about Schultz?
3 catches for 16.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Stroud's really good at spreading it out. Um, he's an MVP level guy, honestly, and it's so crazy how if you look back like 2 years ago, everyone was saying that the Jaguars it would be like the Jaguars division for the future,
Mm.
and now it's like they're the third best team.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real. It's not the Jags anymore.
but I do want to see like Jaden Daniels beat the Texans somehow. That'd be great.
We only have
Um,
3 more games to talk about.
yeah. What we did, Panthers and Saints. Uh, truly unfortunate for Bryce Young.
I just wanted
Uh,
to tell everybody I was saying the Panthers are going to be just as bad as they were last year.
I didn't think it would be that bad, bruh. Like,
This was
how's
fucking horrible, dude. This was a horrendous loss. Like, I know the Saints defense is good, but oh my god, 47-10.
you have to blame Bryce, but I also blame the Saints defense. Like I'm telling y'all, it'll be a fucking elite defense this year,
I'm
and
telling
it
y'all,
seemed that way.
they'll be a good defense this year. But when we play them next week, it's gonna be we're gonna beat them. It's gonna be a Cowboys territory home.
You're gonna have 3 corners and a fucking Tyrann Matthew on CD, and then everyone else is gonna be like, "Who the fuck am I?" Because I don't even think the other people on your team know who the fuck they are. Like nobody knows them. Brandon Cooks, maybe. I think he got a touchdown. Good for him. He finally got Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks had a good game actually. Hopefully, he has a good season too. Yeah,
Just for that though, I'm gonna be rooting for the Saints.
Bryce Young, 13 for 30. Oh my god, he couldn't pass for shit. 161 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Andy Dalton came in for a pass. That's funny. Miles Sanders played
Bryce
like
truly
ass like he normally does. Chuba Hubbard played more, but he played worse. Bryce Young, he ran in for a touchdown.
Leggett, he had a few catches, nothing crazy, but I'm still sticking to 800 yards or something. Like he'll have a game or something. They'll play a shitty defense, and then Leggett will be the best option. I'm believing in it. I don't care. Or they'll fucking bench Bryce and give Andy Dalton the ball, so that
He
way
had the
he can
most
give Leggett the
receptions.
ball. So he had like 3, right?
He had 4, but Mingo and Thielen had less receptions but more yards.
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to be like a big yak guy right away. I mean, he's more of a big body guy, but I'm excited for him.
Yeah, the Saints.
And when he does get to run, he's strong looking when he runs.
Derek Carr didn't have to do much because his defense was pretty good, and the Panthers are fucking ass all around. So he went 19 for 23, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah.
Still can't throw to Olave though.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention, since I was saying yeah, he didn't throw to Olave, which pissed me off because I have him on fantasy. But I was gonna say, speaking of big touchdown games, we did not mention that Baker had 4 touchdown passes in that Washington game. So
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of mentioned it. Baker had a great game. My girlfriend played against him in fantasy. He had like 30 fucking points. It was great.
but yeah,
That
Derek
also
Carr,
I think has to do with the Commanders' defense is not good.
that's true. Derek Carr, 3 touchdowns, pretty good. Alvin Kamara had a good game, like Alvin Kamara does. 15 carries, 83 yards, touchdown, and then 5 receptions for 27 yards. Jamal Williams had 11 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. He didn't do too good on the rushing, but he had a touchdown. Shaheed had that big bomb catch, like 59-yard touchdown catch, but overall he had three receptions for 73 yards. Moreau had a touchdown catch, 4 receptions for 43 yards.
Did you see that one? Did you see that touchdown?
I did.
It was insane. It was like fucking Derek Carr sending his entire offense all around the field, and then the whole defense collapsing onto him, and he throws it anyway.
Juwan Johnson had a touchdown catch.
I like him.
Olav caught 2 catches for 11 yards. It was very sad. Howden had
Let's talk about Vikings
interception. But yeah, on to that. Let's talk about the Vikings. Sam Darnold had like the best game of his career.
Yeah, they impressed me on offense. Darnold and Aaron Jones both impressed me. He didn't get it to Justin Jefferson as quite as much as I would want, but
yeah, he was
it was all right.
Around.
Yeah, it was a good winning game. Hopefully though, when Hawkinson comes back, he'll like him or something because I have him on fantasy.
Yeah, he probably will. Aaron Jones had a really good game, 94 yards, but Daniel Jones sucked ass.
Daniel Jones' ass, yes.
He didn't even run good today, like 22 for 42 on 186, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 6 carries for 15 yards.
Well, he's not a super athlete, actually. He's just a tall white guy who can get a good stride when he starts running. But it's not like he's actually fast.
Well, I know.
He's just tall. It's great. And then so when his ACL went, I kind of figured that the whole running thing would be worse. Because now he's going to be scared to get hit, and he's not going to be as fast. And he's already, like, he's just going to regress.
People already
like,
figured that out, that they were trying to run him anyways. So.
But he did get the ball to Neighbors a few times.
I was about to say,
that's better than
Neighbors looked really good. I hope Neighbors is off the Giants soon, so he has a real quarterback.
Soon? He just got there.
Yeah, still. I hope he's off there soon, so he has a real quarterback, because he looks really good.
What did Devin Singletary have?
Devin Singletary, 10 carries for 37 yards. Not Saquon.
The only other thing, Dallas Turner, I think, had a sack. He's a pretty big in piece. But I didn't hear. I don't even think Latu played last night, like against the Texans.
No,
which is weird to me.
I don't think so. I don't see him. One last game.
So I'm just
to talk
comparing
about
all the rookies.
Your least favorite team lost. Well, your second least favorite team. The Bengals lost to the Patriots very weirdly.
I should have bet money on this. I fucking had a feeling that it would happen, dude.
T. Higgins was out. Jamar Chase was talking about his contract all fucking day. Joe Burrow just coming back off an injury. So the Patriots won 16-10. Brissett played the whole game, 15-24, 121 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. You said, I don't know about Ramondre Stevenson, bro. Ramondre Stevenson got me a pretty good game. 25 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown. And
I didn't think well of him. I don't know why, but I didn't.
Yep.
Anyway,
so their defense was playing pretty good, I gotta admit. And then the Bengals, Joe Burrow didn't have the worst game, but he didn't have the best game, clearly.
He's going to use that boy Gesicki.
64. Zach Moss.
You saw that touchdown they got called back, right?
I did.
That was a good play.
I was about to say this game, the Bengals look very promising. Like, they look like they can be an elite team, like, because they had so many drops and, like, their receivers fumbled the fucking ball, like, and just dropped the ball on so many crazy occasions. Like, if they didn't drop the ball or fumble it, they would have won, like, 20-something to fucking 3 or something. But, no. Like, they need to fucking, like, put some glue on their fucking gloves or, like, practice their catching. Because they can be fucking elite from what I've seen from this game, but shit, I don't know,
Well,
man.
nobody was practicing, man.
They didn't they didn't play much of Chase Brown. I want to see more Chase Brown, but Zach Moss had a pretty good game.
Joe Burrow, I'm not surprised. It's always some shit with them. Like a couple years ago, it was like an appendix, and then it was like something else. His wrist or something was fucked in preseason, and then now he wasn't practicing with Higgins or Chase, so he's just been throwing to fucking Mike Gesicki and like I don't know who's that guy that they got from Alabama again.
Oh shit, I forgot his name. Honestly, I'm sorry. Damn.
Ah, that's all right. And
There's
then
a game
all that's left
tonight.
tonight. Yep.
Jets versus 49ers. Who you got? I got Jets.
I do actually have the Niners. I just feel like it's a rough game for Aaron Rodgers to come back to. I don't think it'll look like Kirk versus the Steelers, but I don't know, man. And then Reddick's not there, so like the vibes are just weird in the building. Reddick also has gotten fucking $5 million in fines, so
Yeah, I saw that.
hope he gets a deal so that he can pay back half of that and then have another $5 million left. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But he's fucking. It's not a good idea. I don't think.
Yeah, probably not too good of an idea. But I do want to say that Kendrick Lamar is motherfucking supposed to perform at the Super Bowl, and Lil Wayne is
Yeah,
kind of mad about it.
Lil Wayne's mad about it. Why is he mad
I
about
don't know
it?
if Lil Wayne. I don't know if it's Lil Wayne himself, but his manager was like something like pissed about it and said something on his Instagram,
Should have been us.
and he called Lil Wayne
Yeah,
the goat. So I don't know.
I think Drake will show up. He'll storm the stage at halftime, and then they're gonna wrestle like WWE style.
That would be funny. That would be very funny. Yes.
This Jets game is fucking pissing me off tonight, though. Like, I have two leagues where there's one fantasy league. I've pretty much won it by like 30 points. And I still have George Kittle to play. But then another one is like I'm playing against Garrett Wilson and I'm winning by like 8 points. So if Garrett Wilson can somehow shit the bed by like less than what I need, I'll win that league. But also, I have Garrett Wilson on one of my leagues and Brees Hall. So, like, I'm hoping. And then I'm down by like 30 in that league. So I'm hoping maybe Brees Hall will have this insane Saquon Barkley type game like he just had. And Garrett Wilson will fucking eat shit.
Hey
Then
man,
maybe I.
Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd's on the Niners.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that all off season. And it's just like. The thing that pisses me off the most is that he was a Ram.
Oh, I
He's
was
been
talking
everywhere, though.
about he's the one who was the guy. He's the guy who did that to Rodgers.
I know. I've seen that so much. I was just like, it pisses me off. It pisses me off more. He's a Niner. Because then we're gonna have to see him, and he's gonna tear Stafford's fucking Achilles or some bullshit.
No,
Watch.
he's
I
gonna
bet you
pet
he'll.
him on the head.
Because I'm pretty sure he had a great game when he played us. Yeah, because no, Leonard Floyd was still a Ram when we played the Bills that year. Never mind.
Yeah.
But what else on this game? Maybe if Purdy is facing a really good defense, man, and Christian McCaffrey's coming off an injury, so you could see like Sauce fucking pick off Purdy or something like that, and then it gets good if Rodgers survives the fucking game or whatever. But yeah, I will say it'll probably be a challenge for both guys, just for Rodgers getting back in the swing of it versus a Bosa type, and then Purdy versus the secondary and shit.
Yeah, this might be a defensive game.
But yeah, that's it for
Chargers
week 1.
have a fullback who used to be a defensive tackle. I think he still is, but he used to wear 99. He's number 44 now. It's Scott. What the hell ever his name is, I forgot.
Scott Matlock.
Scott Matlock.
He didn't. I think they targeted him or something once in the game because I looked at the box score and he was there with no stats, but he was listed on the receiving stat board. So maybe he had a target or something. But besides that, let's do the head to head before we go into next week. Which game do we pick? We're gonna go Bengals and Chiefs this game. I have the Chiefs. He has the Bengals, and I think Chiefs. I just think they're better in the swing of things right now. They're missing Hollywood Brown, but like it's not because Hollywood's like wants more money, and the Bengals, they haven't practiced together and shit all off season. So and they always start the season off slow. So I would be surprised if they just got back on track versus a much better team than the Patriots. Also, their running game and their defense is not good in my opinion. I'm not excited by their running backs, and their defense is bad to me. So,
I got the Bengals. I got them bouncing back. Obviously, they showed what they could be if they caught the ball. This game, their defense did not play too bad, but they didn't play very well either. They could improve on that defensive end, but they've improved on paper on defense. So I'd say there's hope there, and then I'm gonna say they make their catches and everything. Jamar Chase has a good game. Joe Burrow has a good game, and the Chiefs take their first L of the season.
all right, lock it in, brother. What? Hold on.
Yep.
I think I had one more football thing before. Oh yeah, I want to tell you about a weird dream I had about Mac Hollins on the Bills. So, do you know that he walks around with no shoes most of the time?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he's a barefoot kind of guy. It's weird, like everywhere. When he doesn't need to wear shoes, he won't. And so I had a dream for some reason, like last night or the night before that, where Mac Hollins, I was going into a bathroom, like a public bathroom, and then Mac Hollins was on his way out of the bathroom, and so like we bumped into each other in the doorway, and then I looked down and he doesn't have any fucking shoes or socks on, and he's barefoot in the fucking gross ass bathroom. I was like, that's gross, and I was like, Mac Hollins, are you the Bills receiver? And he was like, yeah, man, come here, bring it in, and he wanted to give me a hug, and as I hugged him. And I was like, he's probably didn't wash his hands. I don't know. Because he didn't have fucking shoes on, so why would he wash his hands? And yeah, that was a weird dream. And we were blocking the doorway, so I was extra uncomfortable. Because, like, what if someone was trying to get past us? Just weird type of shit my brain conjures up.
Yeah, I see that. That was funny, though. That was
and then I think either the day after or, like, if it was tonight or if it was last night or the night, I don't know. But he got a touchdown. So
touchdown.
That's on me. I think I willed it into the world.
You did. It was your dream that willed it, or maybe your dream predicted it. You know what I mean?
Mac Hollins seems like the kind of guy that goes for dream voodoo shenanigans.
Wow.
But moving on from football, finally, we had a big week. We're not going to predict the matchups. It's just a lot of time, and so it's more interesting to do the 1v1, I think, at the end of the year and see who had the better picks head to head.
Yeah, and we'll just obviously do what we did today and go through the games. Obviously today there wasn't really many games that were boring, but for games that I guess are considered boring, we'll go over them, we'll say the score, but if not much crazy happens in it, we won't go over it in detail like how we did with today's games. And plus it was the first week.
Yeah, I was excited. But moving on to some basketball stuff, we've got just a little bit of news going on because there's no WNBA season is still going. I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched it, won't lie, but so there's a little bit of basketball news and rumors and stuff going on right now. So the first big thing is the 76ers are about to run out of their lease with their stadium or whatever, Wells Fargo Arena, and it's going to expire it's not about to expire. It's 2031, but I think in the long-term view of something like an $800 million type of investment in that, you'd be looking that far in the future. So now they're like rumored to be going to like Philadelphia, or not Philadelphia, New Jersey, some other areas. They're talking about moving, and it's not like they're shutting down these rumors. They said they're taking their options seriously, and where, let's see. I don't think they. It might just be New Jersey. I think. Let's see. So what would you feel like if they did move to New Jersey? While I look at this.
Damn. This is breaking news right here. Back to football
Okay.
really quick. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua suffered a knee injury being placed on injured reserve. He sprained a PCL and is going to miss a minimum of 4 games.
Okay, fuck yeah. I knew it wasn't an ACL, and I knew it wasn't an MCL. My coworker was freaking me out earlier and getting like aggressive about it, kinda.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up a sprained PCL recovery time really quick.
He's got that Samoan Hawaiian blood in him. He'll be alright. Just gonna go surf it off.
Let me see. Depending on the severity, sprained PCL 2 to 8 weeks. 6-week average.
It's whatever. I'm
So
glad it's not the whole
mid-season.
year. I'm not worried about our receiver depth. I'm really not. We've got all kinds of gadgety guys I trust.
Cooper Kupp looked really good yesterday too, if he can stay healthy.
I think he will. I mean, I think they'll do Tyler Lockett type of shit maybe with him. Hopefully he'll learn to just fall. But back to the 76ers. The problem with it is that they're thinking about moving because they want to build a new arena. They want a new place, but it'll be $1.5 billion near Chinatown in Philadelphia, and it would be like not good for anything to do that. So like the city really doesn't want to do it, and so they're saying, hey, if you can go somewhere else, fucking do it.
Yeah,
what would
they
you
have
think?
been. I've seen that. They're gonna go to New Jersey, which is weird because that's usually where the New York places go.
I mean, how far is Jersey from Philly? I don't really know, honestly.
Jersey from Philly, it's not that far because it's really not that far. It's like it's minutes.
They're similar people.
I know that.
Okay.
It's within minutes. I know that.
Yeah, so they can't really afford what they want to do here, and it wouldn't be beneficial, and they probably wouldn't even get to be allowed to do it. I think you have to vote for that shit. So Sixers might be going to New Jersey. Yeah, since the New Jersey city is approximately 5 miles from Philadelphia across the Delaware River. So yeah, I guess so. This is kind of like when the Chiefs were thinking about getting bought by the other side of Kansas City or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, because this Kansas City is like in Missouri, but it goes into Kansas, right?
Mm.
Or I can't remember. We went over it when I talked about it, but I can't remember right now. So I'm gonna shut up and move on.
I can't remember.
One basketball person. Jamal Murray got paid for sure. He's staying in his spot in Denver for 4 years, $208 million. Dude, it's like NBA contracts just. It's like I don't ever meet NBA fans, but it's somehow they're so much richer than NFL. It's not. I don't know. I feel bad for NFL players that are like getting smacked.
Less players, and it's a worldwide sport.
You say worldwide, but like we're not getting many Asians anymore. You know what I mean? Yao Ming was once.
Well, I'm saying Europe, that China still watches a lot.
I want to see some international country make a Giannis or a LeBron out of some like corn-fed white boy they got up there, because like their guys they're not monster athletes. You know, make a freaking savage white guy, not some fat white guy that can finesse the sport. I mean, it's still cool. Luka and Jokic are dope, but like, can I get a white Giannis, man?
The white Giannis.
Is that too much to ask? Like, well, I guess Spain wouldn't be very white. Can Greek not get something going? They're kind of white with like some brown hints. I don't know what the Greeks are really. I think of white people when I think of Greek. I don't know. Like, I
I
think
don't.
of old wrestlers,
I think
Olympic old wrestling statue guys. But that's just clay, so that's maybe why they're white.
that
I
is
don't know,
clay.
man.
That's funny.
They do have like international game though in NBA is like it's great. It's just not. I don't know. I like athletes like freaks, and they all seem to come from America. Or actually, wait, Greek. Giannis is Greek. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
Why didn't you say
duh.
anything?
I thought you
Why didn't you say
realized
anything?
that.
No, I mean, why is it? I don't know. They can't make a white one, huh? Please give us some hype. Anyway, good job, Jamal. You're Canadian, and he's Black Canadian, man. Canada can't even make them. They're pretty close. Who's the best white Canadian NBA player?
I have no fucking idea.
Austin Reeves doesn't sound very Canadian to me.
I was about to say I couldn't tell you that one, man.
Man, you're supposed to be the NBA wizard, but are you hyped for Jamal? Is that?
I
Do you think
mean,
that would impact your team building with that much money at all?
no, I think we have our team like fleshed out, man. I think we have our team like how we want it. Like we have Jamal Murray, Christian Brown is taking over KCP's spot as a starting shooting guard. He's a 3 and D guard, but he's younger, and he's been getting better every year. So it's just time to start now. And we still got MPJ, Aaron Gordon, who just changed his number. Um, and then you have Jokic. Then off the bench, we did have our rookie Darren Holmes, but he tore his Achilles, but he'll be back next year. We signed Russell Westbrook. We have Russell Westbrook off the bench now. We have Dario Saric, who we signed off the bench. Julian Strother, who's getting a heavier role this season after improving. He was one of our younger players who we drafted like a year or two ago. Um, and then we have Peyton Watson, who's been coming off the bench. He came off the bench last year. He was one of our key bench pieces. He's been getting better and better. So yeah, we have a pretty complete and deep team again. And when Darren Holmes comes back, it's gonna look fucking like even deeper. So I think we're set, and that's why we paid Jamal, because our roster looks pretty set for the future.
I did forget y'all got Westbrook. Not gonna lie, even though I think we talked about it last week.
We
But that's
do
cool.
we do have Westbrook.
So last little bit of basketball news. Angel Reese is out for the season with a wrist injury. Um, it seems like she's trolling people online. She made a big old post about it, and everyone's fucking messing with her about it. I don't know. I didn't care. She's actually kind of doing really shitty before this happened. Like over the last few weeks, I'd see nonstop clips of her just missing layup after layup at the end of a game, or it's like not doing good. So sorry, Angel. I guess next year you'll get. Oh wait, no. Maybe rookie of the year. You know the rules are weird. She got an injury, so she didn't get to finish her rookie year, so she can get it this year. Some shit that they would change the rules to next year. Adam Silver, he's like, oh, I haven't changed the rules enough. We're gonna make the rules different again. You actually have to play every single game to win MVP, and you have to fucking
That'd be
be a
insane every
woman.
single game.
I don't know. He's gonna make one day. Adam Silver is gonna be like 200 years old on that like Queen of England voodoo, and he's gonna just make fucking WNBA and NBA, mix them,
Man.
and then he's gonna die right afterwards. He's gonna I've reached my final Jerry Jones moment.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fucking. Let me see here. Marab has a staph infection.
Yeah, so there's pictures of him going around right now. Ahead of the fight, he did like some brand work takedown shop or something, where he's like debuting himself in t-shirts, and in multiple pictures you can see this like gross, fleshy, swollen, pussy like thing on top of his left forearm, and it looks just like staph infection. And so this could mean all kinds of things. You know, he already had a cut on his eyebrow, but also like there's no visible scarring and stitches in the picture. So maybe it's an old picture. Maybe he posts a picture with staph infection from some old shit just to see like just to bait us, you know, because there was a video of him like fake drinking beer in a pub before this fight too. So maybe he's doing his Ryan Garcia thing because he's also saying he's Mexican.
Oh.
Mexican Murab. Hope he gets knocked out. He's the shears thing, like cutting his stitches with garden shears, was ridiculous. And then next up in our MMA, we got Dustin Poirier versus Colby Covington rumors at 170. I think it was like UFC 307 or something. It was rumored for. There's still been nothing on this, but it was reported by multiple Instagram pages that I follow. And so I mean, it was interesting because I think Dustin even tweeted about it or something. Said like, yeah, this is my fucking, you know, ride off into the sunset fight because he hates Colby and he wants to get back for Jorge, I guess. But
I would hope Dustin wins so bad. Dustin? Even actually, I don't know. Colby might win. He's big. Maybe he's a bigger guy. He might wrestle him to death.
He just did well versus Islam, so maybe I could see taking Dustin. He bulks up for that fight and he fucking just like knocks Colby out with a right hook. I don't know.
Hopefully.
What else? We got McGregor saying that he wants to run for the president of Ireland.
Oh.
But that would never happen. Someone accused him of murder attempt on like a yacht 2 years ago and shit.
He has so many fucking times where he's assaulted random people. I mean,
yeah.
Shit, I mean, you can be a felon and run for office. Well, I don't know about in Ireland, but in the United States you can, which I actually think is one of the good things about the United States and our Constitution. That's one of the good things I agree with. But yeah, McGregor, I have a feeling I wouldn't agree with him on politics, and I feel like most people wouldn't trust him with their country either. So, good luck.
He's a funny fella. You know, you gotta talk about some shit with him. And I really just want to see it happen, man. I want The Rock to be our president, and I want Conor McGregor to be the president of Ireland, and then together they go to war against Dagestan.
I would rather The Rock not be the president.
Why not? Like, dude, every debate he just does the eyebrow thing.
It'd be funny, but I wouldn't want The Rock to be the president.
What do you care, man? What do you care? You don't give a shit. It's gonna be Kamala, and you're not gonna care.
It's gonna be Kamala, and then I'm gonna be like, it wasn't Donald Trump. And then I'm gonna be like, fuck you, bitch, get out of office.
Wow.
Not because she beat Trump. I was actually saying that in a good light, that, oh wow, she beat Trump. But then after that happens, it's gonna be, get the fuck out of office, you fucking killer ass bitch.
I hear she sucks a lot of cock.
She might.
Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, the GOAT, retired this weekend on Friday. It's been a long career. I saw a thing that said his health has stayed the same throughout his career, though. He fought pretty smart, didn't take a lot of damage, so that's pretty good. He's you know, have you ever listened to his podcast?
I have not.
He has a podcast. It's called The Mighty Cast, and it's pretty good. He gets guys on there. I kind of hate it though. Like, it feels fake. Like, Demetrius Johnson asking these guys these questions, he has this like laugh where it's like, ha 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 ha, I don't know. It's like it sounds like an evil chuckle kind of or fake or something. And I can just see the I can see evil in Mighty Mouse. Like when you look at his fucking face and listen to him talk, it's like he's trying so hard to be nice, it feels like, but really there's something mean under what he's saying. And or like I don't know, he's judging people more than he puts on or some shit. I have no idea. He seems like a great guy. Like if I met him, I would love to shake his hand, get a picture, and fucking talk to him and stuff. But when he laughs, it's like not like he finds it funny. It's like, look at these fools that are not elite athletes like me. I don't know. Maybe I just feel insecure, but he definitely laughs funny, like a super villain.
Yeah, maybe he
Uh,
does. That's all I have for today, though.
so last thing before I wrap up, I wanted to talk about some real life events, just to see if you knew what was going on or whatever, because you like stuff that's not just sports. So, did you know that there's this fucking gang of like Venezuelans in Colorado and like Chicago taking over buildings and apartments, and they
Yeah,
have
I heard
guns
about
and
that.
shit? Did you see that the Hell's Angels are like on their way to go deal with that shit? Or they
What?
were on their way. I saw like I was on Twitter, dude, like a couple days ago, and I was just scrolling, and there was like 10 videos of people recording hundreds of Hell's Angels, like bikers driving towards Colorado, and so they're gonna like go fucking handle that, I guess. So this might be a gang war in Colorado. You want to go to Colorado?
I'm good.
You're
Actually,
like
no, I do want
Spanish.
to go to Colorado. I want to go get weed.
You're Spanish or something. You could be like, hey, I'm Venezuelan. Go. I don't know. Pretend you're part of the gang. But I'm done with. I don't have anything else. That was a good little episode. Oh, Chief Saholic got arrested or sent to prison for like 17 years or some shit like that. I might be wrong. It might be 7. Can't remember. But we'll get into the shenanigan of the week and wrap up here. Um,
The shenanigan of the week.
this
Uh,
week it was Dan Mergliotta in the PFL, and I can't fucking find the video anywhere, so it's gonna be hard. I saw it once, and then I couldn't find it again. But it was Dan Mergliotta refereeing a fight in the PFL, and he's walking like backwards, kinda or sideways, and then he like trips his leg over one of the fighter's legs, and he just falls backwards, and he takes a tumble. He's a big dude, so the way he falls looked really funny, and he just kind of smirked and got back up. But that never happens, and I'm really hoping I can find a picture of it. Maybe I'll even try and get a video up this time, because usually I don't feel like bothering with a video in case like something happens. But this one, if I find the video, I might have to just do it. Also, my buddy, I didn't get the outro yet, so there's no outro yet. I'm gonna text him about that right now.
all right. Woo. Man, what an episode! What an episode, guys.
Yeah. Fantasy pisses me off.
Yeah, fantasy's been pissing me off too. I have nothing left for this episode.
All right, peace out, man.
Peace out, everybody. See you all on episode 34 of the Giannis episode.